I actually forgot that we had like a wanted level above our heads. But honestly, like it looks like it's gonna be fun. You know what I mean? Whatever it is, it's gonna be fun. Whatever's gonna happen is gonna be fun. Usually whatever happens in this game is fun, regardless of how scary it can be or how, like, you know, dreading it can be as well. You dread some of the stuff, but again, you want to see it in this game too, right? It's like the stuff with Leshy. Leshy was terrifying at the start, but you still are so curious to see what's gonna happen next. By the way, hello baby gangsters, this is Calvin, also known as Romer, and this is my first ever playthrough of Inscryption, and I guess we're gonna keep going here. This is the well. Okay. I'll take it. Can't go to the well too many times. So this would be the start of our journey again. This here is a trade, okay. So we have a Elite Bot, Exoskeleton, which we don't have any of these, I don't think, and a Skeletor. I actually kind of want these because I think, why, you know what I mean? Like, just it's a good bit of damage to start off with. And we get an empty space on the field, we can start off with some pretty good damage. And I think out of all the cards I would give you, I think I might give you a... This gives you more defense right after you die, so maybe not. Maybe we can give one of the gift bots. Yeah, maybe. We could give a Leap Bot, but I actually think the Leap Bots are pretty freaking good. I think a gift bot, because I don't think we've ever gotten something amazing out of it, but like this is a really good thing to have like 2 damage like starting off with, you know, in my view. Oh wait, just you have to trap it? Oh my god, just like in remember with Leshy, we had to trap a rabbit to get a pelt and then take a picture of it. We already did this, didn't we? Yeah, we did. Okay, so then we have... What was up here again? Oh. You've bought... Oh, with the quill! Yes, that's what it was, with the feather. Okay.
You brought a fine quill. Please sign here that you agreed to give access. Thank you. Do not forget your agreement.
Okay, cool. Okay, but what's over here again? There's a lock. We need to find a key. Okay. Just letting you guys know... Oh, we got lovely stuff. Any items are back in line, bot spawners offline. Yeah, I have the fan on right now. It's at level 3. And if you hear it in the background, I do apologize just because things are very, very hot here in Ireland right now. Also because of that, I still want to play games. I'm really excited to play games, but it will be a thing where like videos might be like a little bit shorter. And it's not because I aim to have a video like be a certain length anytime. I'm just always go with the flow when it comes to videos. But I usually try to like be like at least like maybe 15 minutes to an hour. So like if it is like one of those things where like we are doing like the minimum of like, okay, let's do 50 minutes and just make sure before I get to a place where I'm like, oh, it's really warm. That's what's happening. So it might be just be for like 3 episodes or something like that. Maybe 2 or 3 episodes. But yeah, it's just the way things go. But I know you guys understand all the time too. And I thank you for that. The Uber bot you saw.
These idiotic librarians worship it as it sits here, covered in filth and grime, ready to clean it up.
Is this gonna be a boss battle?
It's boss. Yeah, it's boss time. Unpacking archivist.zip, applying personality matrices, cleaning up some temp files. Okay, here we go.
Oh my god, the visuals. It's like, and again, it's kind of like the way Leshy put on the mask. He's putting on like a new like software.
Greetings. If you're not cleaned from it, the title of my zip file, I am the archivist. I eagerly await the opportunity to explore your hard drive. And files or directories are my specialty, you see.
Great look as well. The way it's more rusty, right? The way he made the whole place look more rusty as well. I'm excited for this, right? These battles are always like very, very fun. They're very fun. We have a librarian. A card bearing the sigil will block an opposing creature from bear. Okay, so it's airborne sigil and they're 1 damage, so we can find something maybe to block 1 damage. We have a gunner, we have a shield datcher, we have a sniper bot. So let's go with just an empty vessel is the best we can do. We're gonna take 2 damage regardless, it feels like. So we're gonna have to prep for this the best possible. We have something right there as well. Should we just get like another empty vessel to block and only get 1 attack? I think so. Because we're 1 away from an attack here, but we have 3 of these as well. So we could summon Sniper bot right now, for sure. Right? So I think actually summoning Sniper Bot right now is actually not a bad idea, but then we only have 1 defense on Sniper Bot. So but they have 2 damage as well, so that might not be the best idea. So maybe we play an empty vessel again in one of these spaces, but then there's only 1 health left. That's the problem. We could put Shield Latcher there as well. We could put Sniper Bot there, or what we could do is we could summon Sniper Bot. In this position here, use this ability over here to regain some stuff, and then summon Shield Latcher here, I guess, and then summon an empty vessel here, and then use this to attack, and maybe we should attack this here, I guess we could activate the bomb thing if we wanted to and start attacking all the librarians. Yeah, it's the best I can do here as well. Alarm Bot is really good, but then again, Alarm Bot's gonna be destroyed in 1 attack here, so we have to think about the best way to do this. But I think Alarm Bot will be good here. How much health do we have left? No, we have to do something now. We might lose this battle because, okay, let's just think about this. I can use Sniper Bot to destroy this middle one here, but then this one's going to attack next turn. I can use Alarm Bot to destroy this guy over here, but then Alarm Bot's going to destroy. At least that will let us survive in our turn, maybe to summon Double Gunner. So if I summon Alarm Bot here, will it let us survive in our turn though? Because then the problem is Sniper Bot is like, can destroy this guy, but then he's going to move up and do 1 attack. They're going to do 1 attack there, and they're going to do 1 attack. We're going to take 1 damage regardless. Huh. What's this ability again? It's a permadeath as well. That's the problem. I don't want the permadeath die, guys. I don't want that to happen. So I actually think I'm going to try this. And again, it's not going to work. We might have to do this battle again. But I don't want it to permadeath die. I really do not want it to permadeath die.
You will need to grant me access to your hard drive. Would you please acquiesce? I assure you no harm will come of it.
Wait, grant... So, I'm guessing this is probably something that would do with your PC, but obviously I'm not playing on PC.
Now, do recommend an exemplary file to me, and do take into account its size and magnitude its bulk.
Wait, what? Windows programs... So would it be, am I actually like, programs here? Super Weasel Kid? Oh, no way, we could have, I thought we were giving him damage. No, we could have done a larger file and then done, like, and saved ourselves a little bit there. Oh, that's awful, man. Oh, okay, a single point of damage is what it's worth. That would have been really interesting if we could have done that. It would have been super interesting.
Do choose a file.
Yes, okay, that's super interesting, okay. I mean, these are megabytes, which might be a good idea. 1 gigabyte, so maybe we try this megabyte here as well.
It appears to weigh about 2 damage. Bravo!
Again, we're trying our best to destroy this stuff here as well. I think this was the best choice I could have made here either.
Recall that vastness is your object.
So we have to decide on our vastness. 2 megabytes, 1 megabyte, 3 megabytes. Oh, I didn't, okay. Okay. Fair enough, fair enough. I'm gonna chance this. Gift bot. Oh, sure, we could win this, right? We could definitely win this right now. If I summon Gift Bot and then Alarm Bot here, we're about to do 3 damage and win this, right? At least if it's two turns. Please specify this one, however, is very special.
Choose a file that adheres to your heart, and that one will that shows age.
So something that's been around for a long time. 2004. So this is we can now suspect that the time that we made these in is 2004, right? Like the time this is happening is 2004, which would make sense with the computer stuff as well, right? But I mean, they're all made in 2004, I guess. So I don't really know which one to choose here.
You didn't choose a file that was too dear to, did you? But if this card dies, I will delete the file from your disk.
Wait, what? Shall we see what it looks like? Oh, whoa.
This file is most ancient indeed.
You know what's so crazy about this too? Like from Luke's perspective, this is like confirmation almost that like, oh my god, this game can mess with you. I know like nowadays it's normal for a game to like read your system and stuff like that too, like and stuff like that, but like if this is 2004 as well, this is like, okay, there's something wrong with this game, right?
It has seen things.
Is that a gun to its head?
A stat line of 4 to 4 is only appropriate for an August file such as this.
Oh, they gave us the card. That's so cool. That's so cool. So let's go with we could summon double gunner right now, but he's not going to do a lot from the spaces that he's in. And now also we have this problem with the tree here. They're about to give us 2 and 2. We have 4 and 4 though. So that's actually a good way of just getting some damage to start off with, right? We can do 6 damage right away. Whoa, wait. Yeah, 6 damage.
I thought I had you. Oh well. You made a few correct deck building decisions, I guess.
I love that he's so insecure that he's like, he can't even give us a full compliment. That's so interesting, yeah, because I'd love to see from Luke's perspective what he was thinking, but I guess that's the whole point. We're only seeing Luke in between things and through documentations and stuff, I guess, as well, so we don't know exactly how Luke feels in the moment sometimes. We can hear him, like, reacting sometimes, but that's not always the full, way. So the idea that he uses his own files and possibly get them destroyed is probably like a, it'd be scary.
And you're lucky.
Very cool visual as well. Oh wait, it's doing the same thing as before? So we get money. We get this. Oh, power up. Awesome. Is it a power up? That's a different type of thing. Remember your side deck that used this thing with all the empty vessels? It's about to get less useless. Oh my god, okay. Your pick will be installed. Oh, that's cool. It's like a totem, right, that they used before. So we can choose like a stops flying, which is cool. We can choose prevent that damage, which is not a bad thing as well. We can choose. That's actually pretty good. I think we take the damage. Yeah. I think it's a really good idea.
Interesting.
I'm not sure if that was right, but they all have sharp quills now. I don't know. I think that like doing damage to any enemies that are hitting our empty vessels is not a bad thing for me. At all. Man, that's awesome. What a fun battle as well. What a really fun battle. What are these guys here? They look like creatures beside us? What are these guys? They look like they have guns on their back? Memory card is full. Remember last time it was like we went out of the game after our battery went? No way, here we go. Okay, awesome. Sick. This is always like the weirdest thing. It's always the most unnerving thing, but it's always most insightful thing. If we're getting to see videos right now, right? We are. Oh my god, this one worries me. Look at this. That one worries me a lot. Let's check this out. I'm so excited for this. This is always so exciting. Yeah, really great battle though.
Well, hello there, card gamers. Looks like my garage sale hunting days have finally paid off. Yeah. Yeah, baby. Wait till you guys see this.
He embodies old YouTube in such an amazing way.
You know what that is? You know what that is?
Fleshy.
Vintage packs of Inscryption. 4 of them.
How much did they cost?
I don't know if the woman knew what these
are
worth. I mean, I felt a little bad buying them off of her.
Yes, you should.
But I mean, she's probably doing okay living in this part of town. I mean, it's like...
Okay.
It's a nice part of town, And she would have thrown them away if I hadn't come by, right?
Okay.
Okay. Big pack opening video incoming!
This is like... Yeah, he embodies old YouTube a lot. This is this does happen a lot where like a garage sale will happen and people won't understand fully like how much their stuff is worth. I mean, I remember like a kid on our street when he was like getting a bit older, he decided to sell all his like old action figures for 50 cents a piece. And as a kid, like we weren't thinking like oh my god, this could be worth more down the line. It's like now like they probably are worth more down the line. Like a lot of the very classic wrestling action figures, you know what I mean? And like it was probably like a thing where it's like, yeah, that's you kind of very like if you really think about it, like selling 10 of your action figures and only getting what €5. Like like if you think about it now, like selling 10 of your childhood action figures, not worth €5 at all. You know what I mean? Even if it was like one of those things where it's like they're like, oh yeah, but like that's all it's worth. You're like, that's not what it's worth to me. But at the time, probably like, you know, when he was getting older, he's probably thinking that. There is a feeling of like, you know, not knowing what something is obviously worth here. And this happens, I feel like, in card stuff all the time too. People sell their old card collections, not understand what they're worth. You see it at card conventions, people will try and trick other like kids, especially into like selling them a card for way cheaper. It happens a lot. But I don't sense an evilness from Luke. I don't think Luke's going in there to scam an old lady. I think he genuinely means it when he's saying like, oh, like this person like lives in a good part of town. This person's doing really well for themselves. Like, you know what I mean? And they would have thrown away, which again is factually probably true because it's a game that clearly not everyone probably plays. And there's also a truth to say as well, like, well, someone might say, well, Calvin, shouldn't you say like, hey, these are actually worth a lot of money to them? And that would be like the most opportune outcome. Right, 100%. But usually people who do that garage sale hunting don't go there to tell people what their stuff is worth. You know what I mean? And I think it is, again, I'd love to hear you guys take on that because I don't think about it very often because I just like don't even watch videos like that often. I love watching like videos where like people hunt games down, but usually like if you're hunting games down, a lot of times you can have a video where they go to a garage sale and the parent's like, yeah, take my copy of, you know, I'm trying to think of an expensive game. Take my copy of Skies of Arcadia for 50 cents. It's like, and you can see in the eyes of the person who's making the video, they're like, okay. You know, they know they're about to do something that will haunt them for the rest of their lives. You know, but they just got Skies of Arcadia for 50 cents. So their mind is like, okay, I got to do this. And like, I think there probably will be guilt afterwards. Like for me, if I did that, it's like, Skies of Arcadia for 50 cents. Oh my God. And then afterwards you'd be like, oh God, Skies of Arcadia for 50 cents. You know? And I really want to hear you guys' take on it because for me personally, like my view on it is that I would probably feel very bad. You know what I mean? But there's also the desire for everyone to get a bargain, right? For sure. The thing is, like, I think it always depends on the situation. If what we're saying here is that this person is actually really well off and they were about to throw them out, then it's like, yeah, take the purchase, right? Take the cards. But if it's a situation where, you know, someone's selling something that is rather popular and another person could come along and buy it or whatever or something like that, then obviously it's a different story. Yeah, it's very complicated, but like I feel like it's one of those things where like it happens all the time where people at garage sales don't know what they're selling sometimes. And if this was 2004, then you're talking about like maybe around that time, things aren't as easily accessible. Now, if you click onto Google and you literally type in like the exact thing you have in your hand, you'll see how much it's worth like in 2 seconds. Whereas like when I was younger and a baby, like, you know, we didn't really have like a thing where it's like, obviously there was Google, but like, I don't think everything was advanced. You'd have to like search for stuff. Yeah, it's interesting. It's very interesting. I think that for me, it's just like one of the things I would feel too weird. I'd feel so bad. But then also it's one of those things where it's like, I don't think Luke is being bad. I think Luke is trying to get a bargain here, you know? I'm sorry this came with such a topic, but I'm just thinking about it now. It's like in that situation, I think I would be kind of like, you know, but if they were throwing it out, it's a different story, I suppose. It's a completely different story. You okay, Luke? Time to get to the bottom of this. Do you think this is? Oh, do you think this is more 2000 and like maybe 8, 2007? Like, because maybe it's like I don't know. The only indication we have what time it is that it said 2004 and he's calling on a landline. You know what I mean? And his computer is like he has a computer setup that is very much like the like family computer in the corner type thing. You know?
Hello? Hi, hello. Is this Mrs. Hobbs?
Miss Hobbs.
Hi, my name is Luke. Well, it's very nice to speak with you as well, Mrs. Hobbs. Listen, I was at your garage sale the other day, and I... No, Everything's fine. Thank you.
Everything's fine. I purchased like cards from you that were like cheap as heck. That could have been worth a lot more. But it sounds like something has backfired, and that sounds like Luke's life.
I was just wondering if you remember those playing cards that you sold me? Those... Yes! Yes, those ones. Inscryption, yes. They were your daughters?
Oh, they're the daughters. Oh, that's the story of... Again,
Would it be possible for me to speak with her?
that is another thing where it's like, that happens all the time. A parent would be like, oh, and it sounds like the daughter knew about it, but like, it's one of those things where like the parent will sell the stuff that they don't believe is worth that much anymore. Like, I mean, the perfect example is Toy Story, right? Where like obviously they didn't sell Woody. Woody was out there by the table, but like that's what those people look for. They look for parents to sell a toy that is really valuable, and then they add it to their collection or they sell it on themselves. And that's the whole plot of Toy Story 2, right? Is that Woody is valuable as a toy, as a commodity, that someone picked up for really cheap in a garage sale. You know? No, he stole it, didn't he? He stole it. He didn't even buy it.
She passed, isn't she?
That's rough.
I'm so sorry. Oh, it was a while ago.
And then you can totally understand why a parent would want to sell off stuff like that too, where it's not like, and you might be like, well, wouldn't you want to remember them by it? Like it's different feelings for different people. I think in a lot of ways, like maybe she probably felt like, oh, I can give these cards to someone else, and maybe someone else can love the stuff that she loved and love the hobby that she loved, which can be a nice thing to do as well.
That's still
Yeah.
terrible.
Very bad.
Oh, it's nothing really. I'm sorry what bothered you, ma'am. Her name was Casey. That's a lovely name. Sorry, what?
Casey? Like the name on the card? Casey?
She worked for Inscryption? I mean, she worked for Game
No, what?
Ma'am, would it be possible?
No.
I see. Okay, yeah. Do you think it'd be alright if I called you back later? I'm just trying to get to the bottom of something.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay. Alright, have a good dinner. Bye.
There was a card called Casey in the game, and Casey also in real life worked for Game Funa. I wonder if, like, again, we're talking about this corrupted game and this game that might be corrupted and something's wrong with it. Did the workers of Inscryption get drawn into the cards, drawn into the game somehow?
These articles mention death or injury.
Oh my god, no way!
Oh my God. No one was killed at the facility, though tragically young video game developer Casey Hobbs died from fire-related complications.
Fire?
Fuck. She was working late at the facility performing quality assurance on behalf of her employer, Game Funa.
Oh my god, he noticed the glitch. Oh my god, as he's getting closer to some sort of truth here, the glitch happens again. Man, they're setting up the horror of this so well. So they said she died by fire, which I would say like that would be like fire complications would be like smoke inhalation or something like that as well. Maybe poisoning or something like that from the smoke. But like the fact that like, you know, she died working in the factory and then her name appeared in the actual game itself. And now as he's looking this stuff up, his camera is glitching, which his camera glitches quite a bit. Man, I don't know. Oh. What is that? Tree K? Pig Tree K? Pig Tree K? What was the other thing it said there? Wait, hold on a second here. Mirrorum? Pig 3K? Is that something we have to learn? Pig 3K? Pig 3K. Pig 3K pig. So there's going to be another area here as well. Which means the camera is messing up like crazy. What is this going to be?
Someone is here.
No!
Fuck.
Please no. No way.
My phone's in the other room, so if I die before I can call 911,
This is so scary.
use this tape as evidence.
No. Especially since it's like... Oh my god, especially since you're in like the middle of nowhere as well. What was that? What was that? What is that? Perhaps blood? Mycology is like a perhaps blood? I'm taking a picture of this. That's so scary. What did we just witness? What the hell are you doing? Wait, the scales? I mean, that's part of the game, right? Oh, he's going mad. He's going mad. What the hell did we just see there? So what we know is there was a person called Casey who owned those cards that were sold to us. Luke. We are Luke. I feel like we are Luke in some ways, right? Because we're playing as Luke right now, I feel like. Luke bought these cards and he noticed something was strange about them. He then called the mother and the mother said she's gone. And he found out that she was working for Game Foon at the time as well. We know that Casey is a name in the game as well, making us believe that maybe it's the same Casey that is in the game also. We know this game is somehow is corrupted. You know, this game is somehow is wrong. And now someone was at his door. There's a bunch of codes around the place. He's getting closer to the truth, but it feels like it's encroaching in around him, like whatever's trying to find him to. Look at all these like things here as well. Look at all these like creatures. I don't even know what you can say about all that stuff. Terrifying stuff, honestly. Oh, is this where we're going here now? No, we didn't get the key. What happens when we go back up here? So maybe we have to go back the other way? Man, they're doing such a fantastic job of creating like absolute fear in this. Because now like the mystery is like so terrifying. Is this the right thing to do? Wait. Oh, okay. So that's where we go? I just kept going. So put this here. And yeah. Put this here again as well. What the hell are you? The name's Wilkin Barry? And I'll be taking that scalp of yours. What do you mean? Not the person? What do you mean? I mean, what the hell's Wilk? That's so scary, man. Wilkin Barry. He's 7 defense as well. Wilkin frickin' Barry. We should use that to destroy him next time as well. Oh my god, and he summoned a gunner already? Oh, Jesus Christ. So what are we drawing here? I think we draw this to protect from a little bit from the gunner. But that's not going to work. We should have put it on the other side. Because I think we're about to lose. We could summon Sniper Bot. We can summon Exoskeleton as well. And put maybe Gift Bot, but it's going to be destroyed anyway. No, it's not. It's not going to be destroyed anyway. Oh, it will be destroyed anyway. Did I mess up? I think I did mess up. Because we have no means of attack. This guy has 6 health. Wilkin Barry is terrifying, buddy. It's so terrifying. I think the best option we have is to do this. And then just go in for like an attack.
I'll be taking that scalp another day. Can't see the last of old Wilkin Barry.
That's so... No, that's like a horror movie. That's legit like a horror movie. Yeah, we're gonna lose here now. Yeah. Which is fine, right? We have a way to get back here really quickly. Oh, there was items there too. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. But still, Man, that Wilkin Barry stuff. I'll take that. So scary. Wilkin frickin' Barry, man. Oh, there was a shop around here somewhere as well. We should maybe go to the shop after we get our stuff back. Wait, so did we find a secret way to going through here? Like, what happened there? Because there's no arrows to here. So this is like a okay, I just thought it was going through naturally. Okay, I guess we naturally just found that as well. I think an exoskeleton. I like these cards. Okay, that's fine. I didn't realize that there was no arrow there. I just kind of was going on autopilot. So we can go in the areas that don't have an arrow as well. Not all the time, though. We can go, like, say, here. And that's where we got the cash. Okay. Where was the shop, by the way? I think it might have been far up here, actually. But I kind of want to do this battle, to be honest. Is Wilkin Barry going to come back? Is my worst fear of all time going to come back? Wilkin? Lonely Wizard Bot, Shield Bots, Exoskeleton. Okay, so... does the most amount of damage. Putting that there is probably the best idea. Yeah. And then put this here. Yeah, put that on that. No problem. Oh yeah, okay, that's fine. We don't need to play that right now. We could play Lonely Wizbot and just attack. Do 2 damage right away. And then we can also maybe get rid of the gunner if we're good on this. Because if we put the vessel here and then put another vessel here, no, that's not smart. Like this. And then we could do some damage, and also the gunner will attack our guy and destroy the gunner. Right? Yeah. The gunners have become super valuable now. Super valuable. Changed the complexion completely of our whole battle, really. Yep. I feel like it does. I feel like once you utilize that, it's changed everything. Yeah, so there's areas you can go... have we always been able to do that, or am I just like thinking like this is a new thing, or maybe I was just confused. I just didn't try it, maybe. So this is the... it's like a sacrifice thing again? The power... oh, this was... I forget about this, I'll be honest. Just maybe if we put... was this the sacrifice thing? Let's put a skeleton there. Oh, this is when you get a power-up. Yeah, okay. So we increase his power, but then it has to be destroyed on the next turn. So actually, you know what? Oh, we can't do it twice. Okay, I was going to do it twice. So it is a thing where, like, it's going to get destroyed. So I actually think, like... no, because then that would get removed permanently. We have a fish ball? Oh, we do have fish ball. Do we have fish ball all the time? Shield bot, maybe, actually? I think shield bot. But shield bot's one of our best cards as well, though. Gift bot? But then we want gift bot to be destroyed. So I think shield bot, because shield bot has like a defensive capabilities. Right? Give shield bot more damage. And then also shield bot has the advantage of not having to be destroyed in one turn. Yeah, okay. So you have to watch out for the spaces that we can actually go in that don't have arrows in them as well, I guess. Okay, so I guess go back over the bridge. Was the shop down here? I think it was. Maybe? I'm trying to do the no arrow thing again, but... here. Okay. So we can buy cards. We can buy this as well. We can also buy an upgrade. We can also get a power up as well. Let's buy some cards first of all. Why not? Sniper bot, gift bot, amoeba bot. Actually, let's take an amoeba bot. Why not? And I forgot we can. Oh, we can move around now. Like for realsies. Wait. That has to be something as well. Okay, cool. Mighty leap. Should we be looking around a lot more, I guess? Now that we're here? Because remember that code we got with pig something something. I'll be honest, guys, it's because it's been like literally like 4 days since I played the game. I'd forget what the rabbit and the... So I can maybe look up what the rabbit and the thing is, or maybe I could just buy it and see if it's worth it, you know? What did I just get? The hollow pelt. Take it to the trader, you'll see. So if we bring it to the... So we should have brought it to the trader. Okay. Oh, I pressed circle. I didn't mean to. It's fine though. It's fine though. We can upgrade. We can upgrade a card. Yeah, I guess so. Okay, so it was a pelt. So if we upgrade it, we can do like if anyone damages the amoeba, we can then damage it too. Oh, and that's a good ability to have. So let's pick another card for that. Actually, alarm bot having that power as well. Yeah. This is a risk because we could lose Alarm Bot forever. But Alarm Bot having this ability to attack twice is actually like a really good thing. I pressed circle thinking we were backing out, by the way. But yeah, I think we're going to do that. We're going to give Alarm Bot this power up. I think actually might be good. Because then we'll have to specifically make sure we play him in the right ways. But like 6 damage just right away. Right? 6 damage is pretty freaking good. Where do we go from here then? Where is the trader? We saw the trader before. He was back here, wasn't he? But will the... What? What is this area? You can go diagonal? Wait, how do I go diagonal? You can go diagonal. That changes the whole board again. Is this gonna be the new location? Bolthound, Grizzy, Gift. Oh, this is pretty cool. And it changes the one that it changes this. At the beginning of your turn, a card bearing decision will transform to or from beast mode. So maybe Bolthound is probably the safest bet, but that's like not. I actually think it might be the safest bet, Bolthound. So I want to see if we can find the side. So it looks like this is where we have to advance to, but there's also diagonal movements now, which means that there's a whole lot of spaces probably we haven't seen on this map now. I'm going to try and get to them. I'm pressing diagonal as much as possible here. Where was the trader? Here? No, it was up here then, was it? No. Maybe the trader's not here anymore because we already used the trader. Because I want to see what we can get for that pelt. Because the fact that he said it's like worthless. Maybe we'll find another trader down the line. That's what we'll do. Let's head up there because we know that's somewhere we can go as well. So now we can do diagonal stuff, which is very strange. Didn't realize that was going to happen. But here we are. I find the battles so fun in this game, so it's actually just really enjoyable. Oh, force as well. So once again, we have these guys here. What does he play? What does he play up here? A quiz, which is cool looking card. Really cool looking card. Yeah, it's a really cool looking card. I want that. Let's go. Oh my god, it transformed. There's a Bolthound on the other side as well. We're going to have to be very careful. I actually think Bulltown might be the best option for here right now, or to put that there. And actually, we could play a gift bot and a leap bot. To survive this turn at the very least. Yeah. Now he turns into that as well. How much is gift bot? Just 2. Shield bot will be good though as well though, because yeah, we need that for 3. Ah, yes, of course, but it's okay. Actually, it might not be a bad thing. Might not be a terrible thing. Insect drone. We're gonna get 1 damage from this guy regardless. We can withstand it, and then we can destroy his Bulltown and still level up a bit too. And actually, Shield bot would be good here too, wouldn't they? Yeah. Yeah. And still do some damage to these guys as well. We have almost like full ideals here, so I actually think that like taking one of these out is a good idea first of all as well. Summoning that is not a bad idea. That's yeah. We're about to do 5 damage. No, 4 damage. Yeah, I'll take the 4 damage. No, we're not doing 4 damage. Okay, yeah, I'll take it. Yeah, I'll take that. I love the transformation deck they have here as well. It's so cool. We have Shield Latcher. It's a perfect time to use it, right? Yeah, I think it's such a perfect time to use it. We can draw again. Yeah, right? Lonely Wizard. I think we can win this, right? We're very close anyway. Yeah, we have this one. Yeah, lovely stuff. That's so fun. That was so fun. Love the transformation cards they had. I love the like little angry face they have as well. I'll take that cash as well. So we know there's more avenues than just going up, like up and down, left and right. There's another battle here. What's this? Wait, the prospector? Is she a gold? I was just about to mine it. Guess I need to wear a kick in the pants. Love the prospector. What's this? One of your cards is about to gain an alter ego as a beast. And you get to choose which card and which beast. Oh, like it's like a beast in the cage over here. It's not that complicated. Sure. An alter ego as a beast. Would Bulltown be smart? I'm not sure which is the best to pick. We won't really know like what's the best idea option until we pick it. Maybe the sniper bot? We get to pick what beast is... Wait, let's put it in first of all and see what we can do here. So we put in the skeleton. We can... Oh, wait. So we can create a different card here. So this is a transformer, which will transform. I don't know if I want that, but we could get... I think this. So let's see what we want to give up for that as well. For me, like a leap bot's very good, but I think maybe energy bot might be a good idea. And then choose this. Wait. Oh no, it just... Wait, I'm kind of confused in this. So maybe it's not that they become that, it's that they adopt that idea. So if I do this, it swaps out the... It gives them the ability that they have there. So actually, I actually think maybe doing this one might be better. So if we... If I actually use an exoskeleton... And we choose this, and that swaps for that. Oh no, I was supposed to choose the I was just, my head was so... Guys, 100%. Not really at all. Wait, so it can turn into the beast. Oh, is that what it is? Okay, it turns into the beast, but then that's a problem because my creature dies. Oh my god, I made the worst mistake of my life. I didn't understand what it was. I thought it was just like... I'm blaming that on the heat wave. That's so silly. I just made the word. I could add such a cool card. That card is not going to last a turn to even get to that point. It's impossible for that card to last a turn because it has to attack and then it gets destroyed. Oh my god. I could have had such a cool card. And you know what it was? Like, guys, I was kind of confused on what it exactly meant. I just got a useless card because that's never going to level up. I was like, wait, is this swapping the ability? Because I was like, no, that's swap ability. I'm going to blame the heat wave completely, guys. Even though I made silly mistakes that before, but like, yeah. Man, that's upsetting. We could have had such a cool thing, and I love the transformation cards as well. Look, no use crying over a silly mistake. We just got to keep going. That was a very silly mistake. And again, it's one of those things where you only realize after, it's like, oh god, that's so silly. You know? But look, we have it now, it's fine. So this is the one that transforms into beast mode. I could have had the cards I literally was saying that I thought were really cool. That's upsetting. That's upsetting. Nothing I can really do now. Again, he has a like, it's so cool, man. I'm such an idiot. Again, I was confused on how it works. I was like, oh wait, so like it just gains the ability. I thought it just gained the ability. So I was like, okay, let's give it the ability to fly. That's fine, I guess. So silly. So silly. I feel sad because again, I was really excited about the prospect of using one of those cards. I was like, oh my god, that sounds so fun. Like you heard me. I was like, man, that looks so. I love those type of cards, those transformation cards. It's frustrating, for sure. Oh god, don't destroy my alarm bot, please. Do not touch my alarm bot. Do not touch my alarm bot. Do not go near my alarm bot. Don't even touch him. Don't even touch him. He's a card that I thought was useless that turned out to be amazing. Okay. The guy who used to live here was totally sloppy, like Leshy? I don't mean he didn't keep a clean cabinet, it was his plays. He'd make misplays left and right, cared more about lore and flavor. You get it right. Perfect strategy is all that matters in a card game. Which makes sense why this guy is like so obsessed with that idea. So we can go this here again. We got another pelt for the trader. Take that. Yeah, it makes sense. He's all about strategy. He's all about the idea of like everything being perfectly played. He gets upset. Is that a trader? He gets totally upset with us when he loses. You know what I mean? He takes everything very like in seriously. Bolthound. Yeah, Grizzo. I should have known it was Grizzo. Is it the trader? I give you a card, you give me one easy. Okay. But he summoned that right away. That's what's crazy. Swap bot. I love this card, the look of this card. So, yeah, I'll take this one. And I will give you... Since I actually kind of want to, like, I know, I think since this card will be useless, I actually think I kind of want to get it out of the deck. Even though, no, it does 2 damage, though. That's the problem. Energy bot? Take energy bot. I'll take Sonya. Oh! Okay, we can actually do something here. Choose one. So we need to choose a card that will become a beast. And I think that not choosing these guys would be very silly. Choosing maybe a card that can survive an attack would be a good idea, like with better defense. So like Elite Bot maybe, so they can last a turn and do some damage. So then they turn into this as well. I actually think that they might be, and then this would be good damage, but this would also be really good in a pinch against a really tough enemy. Right? And then we just attack whatever enemy is right in front of us and get rid of their enemy almost instantly. Because we could do 3 damage, which is cool. We could do 3 damage and possibly end something as well. Since we don't have this card, let's go with the kind of the basics of this. You know what I mean? Let's go with basics, which is just damage. And then we can go for the snake next time, maybe. And let's, hopefully we can try it out, actually. Amiibot. Thank you, Amiibot. So they have a card here that can attack directly, so we need to get rid of that as soon as possible. So getting Sniper Bot out here is a really good idea as soon as possible. Empty Vessel, let's put it maybe here. But we're not sure where they're going to summon from. They're going to be able to attack us directly with 2 damage already. Oh no, they're not? Oh no, that's the stopping? Is it? Okay, maybe. Okay, that's fine. No, that's flying, right? That is flying. It's tough. We can do another empty vessel and we could stop Sonia's attack. How much do we have? 3 of these left, which means we could summon a Sniper Bot like right away and get rid of these guys. In fact, that might be the best option. So, because he's going to come here and do 2 damage against this, right? Because he's going to swap over. The Explode Bot as well, we need to destroy that at a distance. So if we summon Sniper Bot, we destroy the guy in the middle here, we let them do a bit of damage, I guess. We can't do anything else. We don't have anything else that can do damage this turn, so we have to like hope and pray. We could play a Amiibot, actually, that can do damage, and hope and pray that like it has something really cool that we can do here, and summon a Vessel at the same time too. So I play that there, and play that there. Yep. So we can, and then just do direct damage first of all, to alleviate some of the damage that they will do. Right. I feel like we should pull one of these, but then I'm worried here. We can summon a Sniper Bot and a Vessel to block off Explode Bot. I think anyway. Well, Explode Bot will be destroyed regardless. So if I play this here, it's gonna be destroyed regardless. And Sniper Bot we can play here. And attack directly. To do something like that. Okay. We need to pull out a big card here. Leap Bot? They have Grizzo. Crazy, crazy turn. Crazy turn. Okay. Okay. We could do some good damage here. We could do some really good damage. And get right back into the good graces. I'm preparing. I'm definitely preparing because now we can still do 2 damage. Right, we can do 3 damage right now and win. I think. Yes, lovely. Oh, I think this would be like a. You're right. Yeah, this might be Leshy's. I think this is Leshy's house. And those bots back there are permanently offline. Yeah. This will be a good place to end this video, guys, and then we'll come back in the next one and continue forward with all the stuff that we've been doing here as well. Once again, I think that just I have to reiterate every single time is just that this is like the ultimate amount of like fun playing this game. It's just like it's so free flowing and really easy to play. I should probably quit to the main menu, maybe, right? But we have all these things. Well, we're gonna have to quit it anyway, right? Yeah. It's a like it's one of those games that like you can pick up, I feel like, and just like it just flows freely. And while there's a lot of like mysterious stuff and a really cool story to it, I feel like, you know, it's like, you know, it adds a lot of variety to like the stuff that I do, because while I love playing like story, and again, we will be at a place where I'm going to play like story stuff too, and I love playing story stuff, but it's also good to have a game that's just like a lot of like, you know, very free flowing gameplay, and it's fun to have that as well, right? So sometimes too. But I come from a very story heavy background. I love story based games. I love, you know, choice based games. I love games like that. So we probably will be back to doing like story based games like after this too. But there is like always a chance of playing like games like a Half-Life or an Inscryption where there is like more gameplay heavy stuff. Yeah, to like every once in a while to like break up some pacing and stuff like that as well. I think it's a good idea. But yeah, I really enjoyed this whole section here too. The wanted level that I don't know if came into play completely here, but we did get to have like some really great battles and really fun battles. I do like obviously lament the mistake we made, which was like the mistake I made. I'm trying to bring you guys into it. We made a mistake, guys, us. But in reality, the mistake that was made here was just like something I was just like, it's one of those things that it's the first time, like really silly way of looking at it. I can blame the heat wave, but I also make silly mistakes all the time. So it's not really like a thing I can blame on that completely. But I do know that like, as I was doing the thing, I thought that what I was getting was like, okay, if I put this card into this, then it will get just the power of the flying bird. But then realizing that it showed like a changing symbol afterwards, I was like, oh my god, that skeleton is gonna be useless. Like it's, you know, it's still a great card, like 2 damage to get at any point. If you get 2 of those skeletons on the field at one point, which is impossible because they have, not impossible, but let's say you have 2 in your hand, you have 4 energy, and you have an empty side in the field, you're doing 4 damage right there. And if you have like another card like that has just 1 damage, like a sniper bot on the field, you're doing 5 damage right away. That's pretty good. But obviously you have to work to that. So like obviously it's not useless, but like the power up like obviously made me very upset because I was again, it happened right after I was like, oh, they look so fun. I want to do the change stuff, because we're doing change stuff already where they like grow up or something like that too. But changing into a beast is a really cool idea too. And I think it's also like the fact that like maybe I'm reading too much into it again. I don't think it is. The idea that like PO3 lets his cards and lets the cards turn into beasts as well is very interesting too, because like they are like part beast, half machine. And as someone who like looks down on Leshy so much, he really like appreciates the idea of changing them into something that is like a machine, like our beast. Like, and again, it's almost like, you know, someone who hates like humans, like, you know, trying to find like a demon who hates humans possessing the body of a human. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, you know, you hate humans, but like you have no problem utilizing them. It's like, oh, you hate these beasts and you hate this like Leshy, but you have no problem like utilizing like his cards in some ways. And he could, I think from PO3's perspective, he might see that as kind of the ultimate like, but I'm better because look what I'm able to do, mixing them with mechanical stuff. Because he's very like self-conscious, he's very self-centered, he believes he's the best. I think it's honestly what makes PO3 an interesting character as well. But yeah, like great stuff. I love the gameplay we did here as well. It's so much fun. And as I said, I hope like it also shows that I've been making an effort to kind of be like, okay, if he does this, then he'll do that. Because sometimes, again, as I said, I have so much fun with this game that I'm just like, sometimes just like boom, 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 boom. Because I'm like, let's just play some cards, you know? But like, as I said, the most fun Yu-Gi-Oh battles I would have as a kid, or even like when I was a teenager, or even like whenever off chance someone wants to like, because now I don't play Yu-Gi-Oh as much as I do collect. I collect speed duel cards. And like as much as like, you know, I don't play as much. It is one of those things where like, the best battles you remember always for the rest of your life are not the ones that end in one turn. They're the ones that like you would sit there for a bit and you go, how am I gonna beat his blue eyes? I have 2 cards in the field, but I have the Dark Magician. I can't summon the Dark Magician, but he's just destroying my Dark Magician. I can't. Wait, I also have this card face down that reduces his attack. I forgot I had Shadow Spell. Shadow Spell plays. Summon Dark Magician, reduces health by 700, destroy blue. Those are the moments that you remember forever, right? Those moments of like, oh yeah, I can do this, and like, oh, like just thinking a few steps in, but I feel like a lot of times when I was playing this, I was thinking more like, summon Dark Magician, go, let's go, bam. It was fun for me, but like it's even more fun to play like this, where you're like, okay, if I do this and I do that, if I do, you know, it's of course, I know people can say, well, Calvin, yeah, as I said last time, Calvin, there's just strategy, but it's like, yeah, but like obviously like when you're talking and you're going through it, it's like, it's just very free flowing. But yeah, I really love the gameplay. And in terms of the story, we don't have like a good full-on insight into what's happening, obviously, but we do get more of an inkling into what could be happening. And my theory right now still is that there is something happening with this company, that they are well aware that there's a corruption going along with their game. They know that their game is not... there's something wrong with their game. They are fully 100% aware that there's something up with their game that has made it be corrupted in some ways, and it should not be in human hands. And it seems that whoever took the game beforehand hid the game, so maybe that the game company could not get their hands on it. And now we've added a whole new layer to it where he bought some cards, and I think it's so sad because Luke is a character. He had this passion for this game that's led him down this really scary rabbit hole, and it's actually very upsetting because you see the passion drain from his eyes earlier on when he was playing the game and he was trying to open some packs. And buying some old Inscryption packs, he was there in his car. He looked like the happiest he's been since, the start of those videos. But then, of course, then something happened where he, realized there's something about these cards again, that there's something was wrong. And not only that, calling the mother of this person who had passed away and finding out that, this person, Casey, was a worker within the game company. And the reason why that's so scary to... all of us, and of course Luke as well. For Luke, it's different. For us, and I don't think he realized in the moment the name, but in the game there is cards called Casey. There are cards called Reginald. I don't know did Reginald come back up again as well. Did Reginald come back up again? They probably did. Remind me of that if I missed that stuff as well, guys. But yeah, Casey was a character that was in the game that we utilized at one point and played against at one point, I believe, as well. And it's not coincidental. Somehow this game is utilizing the names of these characters or these people outside of the game. And since it is, again, as we said, the company trying to get back a hold of the game, it leads me to believe that there is a situation where there is something terribly wrong with this game. And it could only be seen as dreadfully bad. The fact that there's an employee's name dragged into the game as well has to be a good indication that there's something wrong here. And especially since this person died in the actual factory itself, and them doing a quality control check is very suspicious. And especially since they took some cards home and they didn't open those packs. Why? Why would they not open those packs? You know what I mean? Just for souvenir, maybe? But yeah, and I think what they did really well with that whole scene is that they made the horror of it they did in Inscryption. What I love about the horror elements of the Luke parts is that it never feels like it's one of those things where something's constantly chasing you. It feels like there is something chasing us, but it's not hot. It's hot on our heels, but we can't sense it all the time, right? There's this underline of something's there, and it kind of reminds me of if Michael Myers was a entity within this the air. It always feels like it's there, but at the same time too, we're still kind of living our lives. There's something there. There's something in the back of our minds. And I feel like Luke probably now is probably feeling dreadfully terrified all the time of will they come back to my house and all this stuff too. And that's the underlying fear of what's going to happen next. And just when he's trying to get back to some normalcy, that happens, of course. Well, as we saw him there later on, someone came to his house. Someone came to his house and it cut off there. But then the next video we saw, he was laughing as he was playing with the scales. Did someone leave the scales there? I think the scales are always a part of the game, right? It's kind of life points. But yeah, as I said, the underlying fear of what they did with that scene there, with him trying to reach out for the doorway, with him laughing at the scales, it really does feel like they're never it's never a heart aching dun 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 chase. It's more dun dun. That's the rhythm of the chase. Does that make sense? Where it's the chase is not dun 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 dun. It's dun. Which in a game, that can work too. I want to make it clear because I think a lot of people point to an Outlast game, for example, where that can work. Having a guy chase you all the time can work and make your fear drive up as well. But I think that it's going for something different here. It's going for the fear of what is going to happen next. And also I think what's great too about us being a player who is playing as Luke technically is that we also have this underlying tension of we're watching Luke play this game, who is watching all the happenings here too. And so while we're here shouting in our heads oh my god, something's bad is going to happen, Luke probably has the same mindset of I'm very worried and very scared. But also at the same time too, like it's like what is he supposed to do? He hears a noise and he's like, you know, he has to call 911. He has to go get his phone, all this stuff too. Well, we're sitting here we're like, no, 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 no. But he has to live his life. We're sitting here kind of like aware of like all the dangers in like a very hyper aware sense, while he kind of feels this very underlying danger where he still has to live his life. I can sit in here in a chair and feel terrified and nervous, but he's the one who actually has to like go to the phone. And I think that's why it's done so well. Is that like Lucas experienced this thing here too, and like and I feel like we know a little bit more because we're like examining it. We're looking from the outside. We're looking at Luke play. But obviously Luke knows the most because he's gone through obviously all this stuff too. But you know what I'm saying? It's like we're watching Luke from the comfort of our chair. We're feeling fear. And Luke, imagine what he's feeling. He's probably not, again, he's not probably as hyper aware of like all the dangers we are in some ways. But then again, he's playing the game too, so he probably would be aware. But also I think there's also deniability, right? From playing a game, we can say like, well, obviously there's something wrong here, right? But like if you're in the real world and you play a corrupted game that you think is corrupted, you're not going to sit here and be like, this game, like right away be like, this game is magical. This game is supernatural. You're going to try and explain in every way possible. From us as a game player, we're going to sit here and be like, yeah, there's something wrong with this game, dude. Like if we found a game in real life that had like a lot of really scary, corrupted stuff in it, we're probably going to think like, oh, this is a weird prank. And all this could be, again, even though I want to be clear, I don't think he's thinking everything's coincidental. I don't think he's thinking everything is like all coincidental. I think he knows he's uncovering something here, right? And he knows something is wrong here. But I'm saying that like in the human mind, we try to rationalize everything, right? He knows something is wrong, but not to the extent that we feel like, oh, this is supernatural. There's something really corrupted here. There's something really crazy here. From his perspective, it's like, this is all weird as heck. But he still has to try and rationalize it to live. He has to live his life. I get to come away from this right now. I'm going to go away and make some chips. I'm making some fries, right? I'm cutting some potatoes in a few minutes. Luke has to live the life there. You know what I mean? And that's why I think there's a great connection with this where like the game itself feels corrupted and we're talking about the characters in the game. And then Luke is playing the game and he has to live this life of like all the stuff that's happening right in front of him. And then us as the player have to watch as Luke is playing the game and then watch the game as well. It's like this like three-way relationship where like we're looking beyond the screen being like, no. While Luke has to live his life and the things that are happening in the game have to keep going as well. You know, it's such a scary, I hope you get what I'm saying. It's such a scary way of doing it. Because we're using our fear from our chair and implanting it into the fear of Luke, who has to, as I said, has to answer the phone, has to live his life, has to go out of the room, has to do all these things. And then he's watching the game that we're also watching as well, but he's taking it from a different perspective where he's actually sitting down at the computer playing the game. We're playing as Luke playing the game. I don't know. I think it's just such a well done way of doing it, where it gives us maximum fear while also still giving a good rationale as to why Luke is still exploring this. Because again, he isn't like looking at it from the perspective of us who's being like, there's something wrong. He's like, there is something wrong, but like, I need to uncover this. We're like, don't. But he's like, I need to uncover this. It's really cool. Because we have to put ourselves in Luke's shoes while also still understanding it from our perspective. They're not the ones living through this. You know, it's really interesting. Yeah, that's my theory so far. That's all I can really think of like when it comes to like what I think about what's happening here. I'm not really like gonna talk past that because again, I've kind of said what I said here. I think that the game is corrupted. I think that they somehow were able to draw people from the real world into cards into the game. I think that's why the company maybe wants them. That's why the company wants to take the game back because they know there's something really powerful or there's something really crazy about this game. I'm thinking somebody else from the company buried that card, that floppy disk in the woods to hide it forever. But wanted people to find it maybe for some reason to uncover it. Then someone who wrote on the card wanted people to uncover it. Maybe they wanted to like save the people in the game. Maybe they wanted to like stop the company from doing this again. Maybe they just wanted whoever found it to uncover anything. But we know whatever's happening is corrupting things in real life. And I think, again, as I said, it's so interesting to see Luke's reactions to this because, again, we can shout at the screen all we want, but he has to go to work the next day. He has to live his life. He has to eat his food. He has to rationalize all that in his head. And he's doing that because that's what the human mind does. It's the same thing when we hear a noise downstairs. Yes, we can go, there's something down there. And we go, wait. It's probably the cat, you know? That's what we do. From the person watching the movie, right, or the person playing the game, we go, no, it's not the cat. Call the police. But again, we're not the ones living in that experience trying to rationalize stuff in our brain, you know? It's very interesting. Yeah, I love the stuff that's happening so far. It's really spooky, really scary. I love the moments with Luke. I love the weirdness that's happening there. Maybe he's going crazy right now. It's so interesting. It's so interesting. They've really created a mystery surrounding this card game to the point that like now I love playing the game, but now when I see like these like stoppages in the story or the stopping in the gameplay, it doesn't feel bad. I'm like, oh my God, Luke sections, yes. And I get so excited to play the Luke sections and watch the Luke sections. Isn't that a great thing? Isn't that so cool that that's what this game has done? The fact that I don't feel... Because, like, if you play a really gameplay-heavy game, and it's so fun to play it, when they stop for story, sometimes it can feel like this thing where it's like, oh, I played like an hour of gameplay, and they stop me from maybe like 10 minutes of story. There is a chance in some games where it can feel like, oh, okay, wrap it up. And I'm not trying to be like, you guys know I love story, but like, if you're playing a game that's so gameplay-heavy, and... it can feel like that way, and that's why I love, like, we played Half-Life recently too, and I love Half-Life does that too, where it never feels like I'm like being trapped. It feels like, ooh, story. But some games I've played before where like there's so much gameplay and they insert some story into it, it's like, this feels so out of place, right? But for some reason, when it comes to like the, again, as I said with the Half-Life stuff, when I play Half-Life and I go, oh my god, I really want to see what they say in this cutscene. I really want to listen to what this guy says. It's like so interesting. It's like this like, you know, Breath of the Wild is a perfect example too, where it's like, oh, if you meet someone in Breath of the Wild, it's like, what do you got to say? What do you got to say? You know, is you want to hear this person, what they say. And since like we're like so isolated in this game, we're playing this game, the Luke parts like fit in so well as it's like, ooh, you know, I better, you know, I would cross my legs and like sit down and watch it and have such a fun time. I almost want to go down and get like some snacks, you know, because it's such a great part of the game. It's really cool. And again, I'm very lucky because I get to play good games in the channel, so we don't often get that feeling of like, oh, the story is like interrupting the gameplay. But I think lesser games can do that thing where it feels like it's out of place. A lot of people always say like, oh, Calvin, like, you know, it's like, oh, you like a lot of the games you play on the channel. It's like, yeah, I do. Like, for the majority of these games, I like them a lot. And it's like, and it's one of those things where people are like, oh, how do you like all the games? And it's like, the majority of games I play on this channel are like, if you go on the like Metacritic or whatever, they're like, the majority are like 8.5 out of 10s. You know what I mean? We're playing Half-Lives and Inscriptions. We're playing Mario Odysseys. We're playing Breath of the Wilds. We're playing like Honkai Star Rail and Genshin. Like, I don't have a channel where we play bad games for the sake of bad games. I have a channel where we play good games. And so I'm very happy that I get to play games like this, man. I'm very happy. Not that playing bad games is a bad thing, by the way, because I like watching people play bad games sometimes too. But I like to base the game on like, you know, playing really good games and appreciating what games can be. And sometimes underrated games and appreciating what they can be too. But yeah, and like I said, we always have our criticisms. As you've heard before, we criticize parts of the games too, of course. But I never look for criticisms. I don't like to... If I can't find something in the moment, then I don't want to just search for it. You know what I mean? That's the way I always go about it. The same thing with Your Turn to Die recently when we finished it. I was kind of like, here's a few things I have, but then I'm not going to go past that because I can't think of any critiques right now. So it's like, what would be the point of just being like, what else do I not like? It's like, I don't like playing games like that. I don't. It's much more fun to like appreciate stuff. And then if we find stuff that did change our view, then it's like really... you know, then it's interesting, right? For sure. If you want to see these videos early, guys, you can see them on YouTube members or on Patreon for €1 or whatever is in your currency. And that is 10 out of the like 12, the Tuesday, Friday, Sunday slot. 10 out of those 12 videos are usually early, and then 2 out of like the 10. 2 out of the 12 are usually not early, and that's just how it goes with Rome Reacts, because it's usually a really long video, like a 9-hour video. But you can see mostly Inscryption videos early on YouTube members on Patreon for €1 or whatever is in your currency. If you want to see your name go by in the text credits, that's €10, and that's the Chunky Baby Gangsta tier, and that's for every single video you get to see your name in the credits. And if you want to hear your name be shouted out every single video, that is the €15 tier, and that is the Never Can Repay the Baby Gangsta tier on Patreon and YouTube members as well. I want to say thank you to my patrons first at the highest tier, that being Typharo 2, Jamie Bull, Johnny the Banana, The Ghost of Inazuma, Delicious Felix, Yuld, Anusta, Assassin, True Peanut Butter, Peter Chelson, Liam, High Kasperian, Neo Sharite, Leah 200, Malcolm Kunde, Axler 21, and at the highest tier, my YouTube members, Blasco and Lucinagi. See you guys soon. Bye bye.